Alright, hello, citizens of the Nigelverse. It is Nigel here once again, and this is gonna be a movie review. I know it is a little bit past the Christmas season, but there was one more Christmas movie that I looked at that I wanted to review, and because like the storm and everything, I didn't really get a chance to review it. But I am gonna be looking at Home Alone. So, for starters, as always, I'm not not a professional movie reviewer or analyst, just a man who enjoys a good time. And for the most part, I had a pretty good time with this movie. This is a movie I watched a lot growing up. We have it on DVD and everything, and definitely had a lot of fun with this movie. And now watching it years later, there is some stuff that still holds up. There's some stuff that doesn't really hold up as much, but that's how it is when you watch movies as you get older. Without further ado, let's get into it. Starting with, and for those of you who have seen these movie reviews before, you kind of already know how this works, but for those of you who haven't, I'm going to be talking about what I liked and what I disliked about the movie. Starting with what I liked. I feel like, for the most part, it has a pretty good holiday message. The other Christmas movie I reviewed, The Polar Express, which if you haven't already, go check out that review. That one felt a little muddled. Here, it's muddled a little bit, but it is a bit more clear, and that's pretty much a couple things. First of all, be careful what you wish for, because the main character, Kevin McAllister, played by Macaulay Culkin, he essentially wishes his family away because they're all like annoying and they kind of treat him like crap and everything. So he wishes them away, and then he gets his wish when they go to France and forget him at home. They forget to get him on the flight with them, but but yeah, so he forgets to get on the flight with them, and then he's home alone and everything. But he misses them and stuff like that. And so pretty much be careful what you wish for. But also, family is important. We see that with Kevin and his family, and then the old man next door that Kevin is afraid of because of something his older brother Buzz told him. Um, but and then I guess that's the other lesson is don't judge a book by its cover, because there is one character that seemed to be nice but turned out to be bad, and there's one character that seemed to be bad but turned out to be really nice. But yeah, so family's important. It turns out the old man hadn't spoken to his son in years. Kevin convinces him, hey, talk to your son and everything, and the old man does. So definitely not taking your family for granted is another very good lesson that the movie teaches. And then, of course, the big thing that a lot of people remember from this movie is pretty much like the latter part of it, where the two robbers, Harry and Marv, the wet bandits, aka Harry, who was pretending to be a police officer, or that Kevin saw earlier, who he thought was an actual cop, but it turns out he was just scoping out the houses to see who they could rob and everything. But yeah, that latter part, pretty much just a bunch of like physical comedy slapstick, them getting hurt, getting harmed, and everything. And now, I'm gonna drop a bomb on you. But this might blow a lot of your world. So Joe Pesci, the guy who plays Harry, um, Joe Pesci, he definitely made a name for himself, mostly in like gangster movies and everything, in like mob crime movies and stuff. One of the movies he was definitely noted for was Goodfellas, a movie that I haven't seen yet. My dad, it's one of his favorite movies. I definitely gotta check it out. But would you believe Goodfellas and this movie, Home Alone, came out the exact same year? In fact, like a couple months apart from each other. I believe Goodfellas came out in September, and then Home Alone came out in November. But yeah, only a couple weeks apart from each other, or a couple months apart from each other, I should say, in the same year. That is insane. Two very different roles from Joe Pesci. I wonder which one he signed up for first. Did he say, okay, I want to do this crime movie, but in order to do this crime movie, I gotta do this, like, goofy movie? Or did he say, you know what, I've done a lot of crime movies, let me do a goofy movie to balance it? And that is some range that he's able to do both roles and everything. And And there was a lot of actors who could do both, such as like Robert De Niro, where he could do like serious crime roles and everything, but he could also do like comedy and goofy roles and stuff like that. So having that range is pretty cool. Well, it doesn't always work out, but it is pretty cool. Another one is like Al Pacino, known for like both Scarface and Jack and Jill. Yeah, but yeah. So, that is quite the range from Mr. Joe Pesci, and it's actually pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah. So, just a bunch of slapstick, a bunch of like physical humor and everything. And for a lot of people, I imagine at the time, felt very old school. Now this would feel somewhat old school to me because this movie came out in 1990, about 10 years before I was born. So of course a lot of this would seem kind of old school to me. But for a lot of people, it could remind you of, like, the old school comedy gag, like the physical slapstick hurting each other comedy of like Tom and Jerry or like Looney Tunes or like Three Stooges and stuff like that. You can kind of see some of that in here, and you can definitely tell. Harry and Marv and the actors involved and everything definitely may have drawn some inspiration from that. Had the Home Alone movie may have drawn some inspiration from that, and a lot of the ways they get maimed and stuff is pretty creative. With Kevin essentially turning his house into a fortress, with like the light bulbs and the nail, and like the glue and like the flamethrower, and like the burning doorknob and stuff, like the slippery walkway, all of that, and then the paint cans and everything. Like, it just one joke after another, like just rapid fire, which I think is pretty cool, and it definitely keeps the action going and everything. And it definitely is a lot of fun. In terms of what I didn't really like about the movie, like I said, the message is a lot more clear in this movie as opposed to like Polar Express and the message that movie was trying to say. But at the same time, it does get a little bit muddled as well, because it's supposed to be, oh, there's this family values, oh, but then here's these people getting maimed and everything. Like, stuff gets a little bit jumbled, I feel like, in those regards. Like, like, stuff can get a little bit jumbled in those regards. Like, is this like the positive aspects and the negative aspects of like the message is trying to say? It's trying to have this wholesome message, but then it's also trying to have like this brutal bodily harm and stuff. And I feel like the movie kind of tries to have its cake and eat it too. So where it's trying to trying to get like the wholesome, family friendly, somewhat message across and everything, but at the same time, it's also trying to have a lot of the goofy, physical, bodily harm and everything. And, so there's that, and the slapstick and stuff that a lot of people came for doesn't really last that long. Like, I didn't realize how short those segments were. Those burned into my mind so much as a kid because, of course, seeing people get hurt. It's kind of barbaric and it's kind of brutal, but little me was like dying laughing. But yeah, that part is actually pretty short. It's not really that long. It's maybe like a small fraction of the movie. I didn't realize how small a fraction it was in the movie. Just as quickly as it came, it was over. I feel like. Hey, there are other gags throughout the movie as well, but I feel like that stuff, which is what a lot of people remember it for, or is kind of short in the movie, which definitely surprised me quite a bit. And it's not really a long movie. It's not too short, but it's not really that long. The movie clocks in about an hour and a half, but yeah, so pretty good movie for the most part and everything. But yeah, that's going to do it for my review. Thank you all so much for watching. Merry late Christmas and Happy New Year, everyone. If you did enjoy this video, please do me a favor. Like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends. Turn on post notifications so you know every time I upload a video so you can see as soon as it drops. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts on the movie, your thoughts on my review. Do you like, dislike the movie? Do you like, dislike my review of it? But thanks for watching. I will see you guys later. Peace.